Hey y'all, Ritz coming at you with another Watcher Realms video. Right now, as you can see, we're facing off with Semrah. We're right at the beginning. Um, I tried something a little different. I put in Salazar over here. I was lucky enough to pull Lucius. I got him up to 52 before this and maxed out whatever I could. I'm seeing how we do. We are going to see how this goes. You might notice right now that I am not, before he gives the clap, I'm going to trigger Vortex here for the shields. I'm not hitting my ults except for Nazim. And Nazim is barely doing any kind of damage. So why am I not hitting my ults? Why am I not just nuking him down? Zukanya actually put out a video on this. Shout out to Zukanya on this one. He found that if you get your timings way down, if you run the timer down and get as close to 0 as you can get, you actually get more of these gear, whatever, the dungeon gears, or the new guild boss blood, basically. You get more of it. So now that he's at 4%, I'm going to just trigger everyone and boom, knock him out. That's 20 seconds left, and I actually have found that if I nuke him down, I'm going to be at around 3k when he starts up this mode, and you can see we're almost at 5. So I have confirmed Zukanya's theory, I guess. I don't know if it's a theory, but I have seen what he was talking about. That this is true. So this mode, I am going to showcase a little bit of his exorcism. Now, as you can see, first 4 pursuits dispel 1 buff from the target upon hit. So you see his little shield just disappeared. That is a result of Lucius. Now, are those gone for good? No, they are not. And you'll see in a sec, he's actually going to pop his Aegis mode, and there's 2 now. He has 2. So each time he does build up that Aegis, is shield. He builds up his shield. He builds up his Earth Shatter. On the next one, I'm going to have to trigger my, what's-his-face? My Vortex here in order to get him down, and I'm going to trigger him to get rid of those. And we're going to trigger everyone we can right now in order to get through this mode. Ooh. Boom. Let's just do this now. Yeah, so really, ultimately, this mode, it becomes much easier with Lucius. He knocks out those little shields. You can see that they're going away, actually, which is awesome. One of them disappeared, which is really good for me because this would probably have killed Nazim if he hadn't. But here comes his Aegis mode again, and there's 5 stacks. That's a lot. Okay, we're going to have to take him down as soon as possible here because this is going to hurt if he gets that, not the slap, the Earth Shatter out with that many. There we go. Okay. So Lucius is a beast in this mode. He goes beast mode, which is awesome. Let's trigger her, trigger him, and we're off to the races. Is this going to be a 30k run? I don't know. I'm still kind of figuring out the timing a little bit, and yes, I do have Eloin, but we are talking about end game content here, people. End game content. I am not going to mess around with this. You can probably see that I am doing pretty well, all in all. I'm not gonna really play around with anything here. I'm gonna try to just get through the modes as much as I can. In general, you want to just use your cleanser after 2 of these poison stacks go up, he's going to destroy me a little bit. Okay, there we go. We're going to give a few more seconds for everyone to build up ults. Here comes the Venom. Here's the second one. Here's Eloin. And trigger the ults. There we go. Boom. I have found that 2 healers really, really, really help on this. It was something that just... I was using 1 for a little while. I was not using Vortex, and I was dying hardcore right at the beginning of this mode. Like, he would slap the ground and take out a whole bunch of my guys. So we're going to wait until he moves to slap. We're going to trigger Vortex for the shields. I just plowed his HP as high as I could to get the shields as high as I could. Now we're going to trigger Nazim a little early, and he's going to go into his mode. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Let's get 12 stacks. Let's get 12 stacks. We're going to trigger a few people here. Now, I want to point out a little bit. I did put Nazim in a morale set, so I'm getting that extra 4%. I put over here Lucius in the range of Dolores because in his demonic state, which he's in now, he actually does crazy good damage. I don't know if we can see the damage that he's doing, but he does really solid damage here. Also, just a couple of things. If you have Lust, you want to make sure to trigger pretty much everybody when Dolores is going, so that her passive triggers when Dolores is going, because her passive does 800% damage. So with Dolores, it's going to be way bigger. That 12% is going to go much farther. Oh, sorry, that 800% is going to go farther. Dolores also, I can show you the gear I have on her. This is going really well so far. The best I've done so far. This is crazy good for me. So, in general, I have found this to be really good, where Dolores is right here in the middle. She's buffing all of the DPS units. As you can see, the only 2 units that are not in her range are Vortex, who doesn't get any help from her, and Nazim, who's here only for his ultimate. He barely does any damage anyway, but you can see I took pretty much no damage from that because of Nazim. So now he's going to slap. We're going to use that bonus. There we go. Nazim. He is a boss in this mode, and anyone who doesn't have him is probably just barely starting their account. You're more than likely going to have him very, very soon. Nazim comes quick. He's very easy to get. He's one of the most common epics out there, and build him to A5. Don't sleep on him. In this mode, he is awesome. He gives minus 96 on APOC 2, and on APOC 1, it goes down to minus 144%, meaning negative damage is healing. So he actually heals you, which is amazing. So if you can't beat APOC 2 up to 8K, if you just can't get there, then I would... let's trigger, actually, because I don't want to forget about the time. Got to keep track of time. I'm talking, and I'm losing track of time. Okay, we're good. So if you can't get up to 8K, then don't worry about it. Just go for the 30K chest on APOC 1 and do what you can for APOC 2. In general, you want to see if you can get through these modes. Earth Shatter is not going to do too much to me when he has no stacks on. Aegis mode is where he builds up those stacks. Come on, let's get those ults up. Let's go, people. Let's go. Oh, he just went into his secondary ult, which is not so good for me, but that's okay. We're going to go with this, and hopefully we'll get that Aegis mode. Oh, no. Those two. Oh, those are the worst two to die. That might have taken apart my run. All right, well, I got 20K, which is still pretty good. Not bad at all. Earth Shatter. I can help a little bit with the little guy. I should have put out the Wood Elf a little bit later, but I think it's going to be fine. Oh, that's going to make things really hard. Really, really hard. Oh. Okay, I'm going to get to this, and I'm going to let you guys know if I finish. I'll put it in the comments, in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one.